Welcome to the Nevada Market Update. I'm your host, Jeff.
And I'm your host, Tim.
It's been about a month and a half since we gone over local stats right here in Las Vegas, so that's what we're going to do today. So everyone, get ready!
Let's jump into the current numbers for Las Vegas. And now when we bring up our numbers, we're bringing up the numbers for the Las Vegas Valley. We're not including Boulder City, Mesquite, and those other areas. And we're usually doing single-family residential homes, not townhomes or condos. And that number right now is currently about $217,000 for the median. So let's compare that now to the 220 that the median was sitting on even as close as last month. Now that isn't a big difference. Even overall, last year, it's up about 8.5% compared to last year. But this is our first month where we're starting to finally go teeter over to that other side. So something to pay attention to.
Now, one thing we have talked about in the past is our foreclosure rate here in Las Vegas. Sad to say, but we've actually moved up in the foreclosure rate, something that we don't really want to do here. In September, 1 in every 480 houses had a notice of some sort of foreclosure filing. Now, another number that we've seen change is going from August to September. It's gone up 17.7% as far as people actually getting some sort of notice of default type filing. But from a year ago, it's up 56.3%. So we need to watch this. We need to watch what's happening in that foreclosure market because we are seeing an uptick in that, and what effects that may have on the market is to be seen.
To put it into perspective where our distressed homes are currently, short sales are sitting about 7.5% of the actual sales, and REOs are right at 7%. So given the numbers that Jeff just told us about the notice of default filings and the notice of sale filings, you can expect that number to jump up in the near future.
There's another number we need to look at on the market, and that's the absorption rate. That number, you take how many closes there are, how many closes in a month versus how many homes are on the market. Divide that out to see how many months supply of homes we actually have on the market. Well, about a year ago, we were down to about 2 months supply of homes on the market. We've creeped that up. It's at 3.5 months now. So again, the market seems to be kind of flowing the way that we really don't want it to go as a consumer, see that market going that way. But again, going into an election year, this is all numbers that we have predicted earlier in the year. So Tim, this is pretty much what we kind of predicted all along, isn't it? The way the market's going?
Oh, without a doubt. We talked about that way in the beginning of the year. If you guys remember, look back at some of the old videos. We talked about how the presidential elections will always affect a market in, well, it seems to be a negative way. It's almost like a poker game. Most people that have money, they're sitting there holding their cards going, okay, let's see what's going to happen. Who's going to have the better hand? So that's where we typically are in a presidential election.
Absolutely. We've talked about it before, even over a year ago, where investors are the ones that really control the market. I mean, the more they're buying into a market, houses, commercial, stocks, anything else, the more they flow their money, the more the market does. It does better if they're flowing money. Well, as we have an election come up and as we get closer to it, they kind of hold it. You know, I don't want to let it go because they don't know what's going to happen. They don't know how the new president or the new, regime that goes in there and how they're going to do anything with the market, how they're going to affect it with their policies. So as we get closer to that, something to watch for. We won't see the investors make a lot of big moves. It'll be individuals. Homes will become a lot of homes on the market, more of them, especially after we enter into the new year. We always see a flood of new houses. Everybody wants to wait till after Christmas, of course, to sell. But it's pretty typical. So watch the market. If you are looking at buying or selling right now, it's a fantastic time. I mean, there's a lot of homes on the market right now to choose from. Great interest rates. Yeah. They've been kind of creeping up too. We've seen some of that creeping up. So I mean, as a buyer, as the interest rates go up, you lose, buying power as an interest. So I don't know. One of the things that I see buyers doing right now is, well, I'll just wait. Home prices will change. I'll just wait.
This is the time to strike people. That's for sure. Especially because we've got enough houses on the market, and the people that are buying right now typically are serious buyers because a lot of people, they'll tend to take their focus off of the holiday seasons I mean, that's what takes their focus off of buying. So they're focusing more on the family and the holiday season. So the ones that are buying right now, they're usually pretty serious buyers.
Yeah, that's great for sellers. That's great news
sellers.
for a seller. So if you are looking at selling, now's a great time versus after the first of the year.
There's going to be a lot more people.
Yeah, of course, when everybody wants to wait till after the holidays, and then you have a flood of homes on the market. You talk about that absorption rate, you watch it skyrocket.
There you go.
That's not something anybody needs.
No.
Anyway,
and interest rates are still low, so make sure to take advantage of that. We still don't know how long it's going to take for that to actually kick in.
Yeah.
But it's going to kick in at some point where they're going to actually go up.
They have to. You can't sustain this forever.
Right.
I mean, you just can't. When you're loaning money at a quarter or 0.5% and borrowing money back at well over that, a point or two over that, where's the business sense in that? You can't sustain that. So the rates do have to eventually go up. If you are looking at buying or selling any real estate, residential or commercial, be sure to give us a call. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Tim.
And you know what, everybody? Make it a great day!